song for the Christian
Shit
youth.
everywhere.
I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you gotta do a rap to a hip hop beat. So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is big and keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my nigga. Woo!
Hey Al, play some of that sad music. This is a morose occasion. I am not going to be covering the video game Crash of 1983. There's a plethora of videos on it out there, and I respect my viewers' time. I would recommend you go watch Ahoy or Gaming Historian's video on it. I won't be regurgitating someone else's work, nor paraphrasing what is on Wikipedia. But I'll make a long story short. The gaming industry crashed in 1983 thanks to the abundance of unregulated shit games coming out. Sounds familiar? Atari was getting paid for every cartridge it sold, and it did not care what was on that cartridge as long as it was selling. They even shipped Pac-Man, one of the biggest games at the time, as a prototype rather than a full game, and people bought it. Slowly but surely, these cartridges stopped selling. This is the abridged version. Now, I am not a conspiracy theorist. That's always a good conversation starter. But I think there's a glitch in the Matrix. Let's check out the best games this year. Almost none of them are AAA games. It was the indie scene's burden to elevate this year from every slopfest and every broken mess released. This is not at all an exaggerated claim. I wish it was. I love hyperboles and hasty generalizations as much as the next guy. I love them even more than ad homs. But this claim is just true for 2024. It's sad to see an old friend die, but it's unconsolable to see them becoming a hollow shell of what they once were. Historically, the bulk of my media consumption would come from AAA devs, especially pre-2011. That's not the case anymore, especially not in 2024. Look at the games that came out this year. If we are being generous, we have 4 or 5 good AAA games. In contrast, look at the plethora of good indie games we got this year. That's nuts. One of the most famous, most regurgitated articles in 2024 was this one about how Astrobot feels like a party in a graveyard and how Sony was sleeping on all of these IPs. Not to mention the hordes of gamers just demanding not even a sequel to Bloodborne, but something as simple as a remaster. And Sony won't oblige. On the bright side though, we got a remaster for Horizon as well as a Lego version. And both sold like shit. But don't let that stop you, Sony. I demand the Horizon Forbidden West remaster right now. I need it for the upcoming 50 series graphics cards, and I want to see every drop of water in 4K, you absolute nincompoops. And now they're acquiring FromSoft. That's just great, man. That's amazing. FromSoft were doing a bit too well, if you ask me. And they got nerfed by the gods of barf. It's over for games that look like this.
What you got there?
Bigot sandwiches.
Good smell. Flavor.
And it's the golden age for games that look like this. Enter UFO 50, a proper glitch in the Matrix. It even has a meta-narrative in which it is about recovering an old game cartridge. Which era is Derek Yu recalling? The 80s era of games. It's as if the devs are telling us, hey, the industry's dying, but that's totally fine, you still got us. Keep in mind that UFO 50 was supposed to come out 6 years ago according to you, so why now? I don't believe in Jungian synchronicity or whatever, but this is something special. This is a sign, a reminder that the past is repeating itself, and something we hold near and dear to us is in its twilight stage. But that's okay, because Derek Yu is here for you. You and friends answer the problem of AAA slop through an Occam's razor of sorts. Never multiply costs beyond necessity. Just like Atari killed the industry with its greed and lack of quality, Nintendo moved into the console war and achieved a sweeping victory. Let's see. Releasing a shittier version of their classic games on their Switch for the full price. No. Nuking Vim's Lair. No, that's not it. Doing nothing about the Joy-Con drift. Not that. Allowing 160,000 accounts to get hacked and do nothing about it. DMCAing the ever-living crap out of content creators and fan mods. God damn it, Nintendo. No. Oh, there it is. A sweeping victory by releasing the NES. See this? This is the seal of quality. This is a sign that the game you played on the NES was quality assured, that no longer will you spend money on slop. We have a modern equivalent for that, but it works antithetically to the Nintendo seal of excellence. If you see any of these, run. Turn the game off, order a refund, go out and touch some grass, or go back in and play UFO 50.